Hello traders, we have made it. Um, we're sat here with Bitcoin at what? Is that $800 trillion? I am starting early. Let me actually just post this because probably no one realizes I'm starting early. Uh, bu- 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 Okay. Whoops, that is in the wrong chat. Why didn't I do this before I went live? I should have just... There we go. Okay, we're here. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, so Bitcoin, of course it isn't, but we are coming up into a big area of resistance on the chart here. So I did want to do a quick stream today. It was planned, but it's nice that we're getting some price action anyway to trade off of. So this is what we've been trading the last few days. We'll give it a few minutes for people to just trickle in here slowly. And then we will do some stuff. It's actually been a really nice day of trading, like 3 or 4 trades again. BTC at $800 million, billion, trillion, what is it? Is it billion? Is it trillion? $800 billion, that's the one. There's so many numbers. Ethereum sitting here at $42 billion. Okay, welcome Ollie, welcome VWAP Fib, welcome Motan. Hearthorns would have waited until Tino ended. I mean, if anyone wants to go post and shill our video on Tino's stuff, I've never actually seen one of his streams, but yeah. I believe he's another straight talking English guy that people like to watch. Mags, 1K sell or FTX, do we go through? Let's have a look. So this has been here the whole day, and this is really what's been holding the market down for quite a long time. And I think it's pretty spoofy. I think what we've been doing here is getting a lot of fear. Yeah, basically, this has just been building a lot of fear within the market. And again, we were looking for long positions within this. Of course, we were doing the trading room today. We were talking about the higher time frame bullish divergence that we were having, but the shorts actually paying off a lot better recently. So we've been trading this both ways, but really trying to get into those positions that could potentially bring the market higher, and that's what we've got at the moment. So I'm just going to cover quickly some of the trades from today. So I don't even remember where we were. Where were we earlier on? We were up here, weren't we? So we were doing the trading room. We were here. This was 9:30 this morning. So we were looking for, and this was where we entered our long position, looking for the swing failure pattern of these highs here to take the liquidity. So that was one of the trades we did take, and that was a really nice one. So we had VWAP here. We knew that the daily would have offered good support. We knew that the VWAP was offering good support. What we also had down there was the confluence with the golden pocket and the daily open. Never quite came down into the daily open. We got a nice bounce up into this. At that point, that was a take profit. I did not enter a short here, but what we did after that was we lost the daily level, lost the VWAP, and we came back into this area of resistance once again. So again, taking a short from here back down into your daily open. I was hoping we'd take out these lows. We didn't. So as we started to see some absorption from there, I basically took profit. Like I entered here, and I took profit about here because I could see that this wasn't really going to work out. And there, yeah, it's kind of being suppressed beneath VWAP for quite some time, and now where are we? We're coming right into a pretty major area of resistance on the chart. So Again, covered all of that stuff within the trading room today. What we do have on the higher time frames is this really nice bullish divergence starting to play out on the 4-hour on basically any oscillator you want to look at. So name an oscillator, you've probably got bullish divergence here on these high time frames. So looking at the 1-hour, we were getting those divergence around those lows. Looking at the 4-hour, we've got it against the clearly that big wick down. With some, yes, we've not closed 4-hour candles there, but I mean, we're close enough. Looking at the 8-hour, we have been closing candles there. We've got the divergence there. And of course, looking at the daily, we are building bullish divergences on the daily time frame as well. So there is all of that on the chart right now. And yeah, everyone knows I like to be bullish on the chart. It's more fun when you're bullish. I can trade this both ways, but when I'm streaming, I like to kind of go on the bull side of things a bit more because it's a bit more fun. But yes, looking for short positions within this area, I would still say we do have liquidity above these highs. So if price does come up into this kind of region, I would be looking for a move back down. But higher time frames seem to be building something here. We could be getting to the point where we're just the fact that we're moving away from this area, we could see a move back up maybe towards weekly open to the top of this channel at some point. We'll have to see how things go. So again, nothing too serious on this video, on this stream, but basically looking for this kind of thing, and we'll see what happens from there. We'll look at this, of course, in a lot more detail tomorrow when we do the New York trading room tomorrow. Cool, so we've got 60 people in here. If everyone can smash up the likes, that would be great. What we'll do as usual is just... Is my mic working? Because this seems really quiet. Or am I really quiet? What's going on? No one's told me my mic's not working. I think my input's just quiet. Hold on. Am I louder now? Is that better? No one actually said anything, but yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. So yeah, VLoan, there has... I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a hack. Like, it's nonsense. It's just the API going a bit wrong on CoinMarketCap. So of course we are seeing these crazy prices. CoinMarketCap are going to fix it, obviously. But yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? I'm looking at this, like, stupid things like that make me think that maybe they have been hacked, but I don't think so. I think it's just, this has happened before on CoinMarketCap. So yeah, there we go. What keeps saying error occurred? I've got fans as well. Yeah, sorry, the sound's okay. I think it is. Normally I've got a noise gate on this and that's not working. I think that's what the problem is. If I do this, is that better? Or maybe I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop sitting around with the mic. Let me just do it as that. Okay, I'm putting the sound back down again. I'm messing around with my own settings, stupidly. Anyway, where were we? Okay, so high to low, we know where the golden pocket's coming in. We know that this is the monthly POC, the previous day point of control, previous day value area high is up here, the range point of control, a high volume node from this as well. So we know that everything is within this area. Okay, here we go. We had the 80% setup in play. We've had acceptance. We haven't really lost that region so much. We've just been hanging around here. And if we are looking for a move up, we're looking for 48,800 and 49,300, 49,200 being basically the main area of resistance on the chart at the moment. So that is where I am going to look to take a short position if possible. The other thing we have done, of course, here is if we're just going to go on to the slightly higher time frames, we have come into this block here. So if we're going on the 4-hour, that is giving us a bearish OB on the chart. So you can basically just say this entire region at this point is going to be difficult to get through, just because it is a bearish OB. Okay. So that's basically it. What I would like to do is just see price go a little bit higher before we do pull back off of this. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Not really too much more to say on Bitcoin. What I would like to do tonight is maybe cover a few altcoins, and I'm only going to keep this stream fairly short, but I'll cover a few altcoins and then I'll probably go into voice chat and hang out with crew tonight. So anyone from the crew, if you're around, I'm probably just going to hang out. The other thing I'm doing, I am keeping a close eye on the floor price of these Pepsi mic drops, because I'm going to get one. Like, I think that's a pretty good... I said if price went below 1 ETH, then I would buy one. So I'm going to buy one of these. Maybe I should do that now before everyone else buys one. Whoops. Okay. So yeah, altcoins. We'll do the usual. Throw a load of altcoins into the chat and I'll pick a few. I don't care who says anything. It's a quiet night tonight, so throw a few altcoins into the chat and I'll pick some. We've had some nice price action on Ethereum as well today. Still waiting for these highs to get taken. Dot. I guess Dot is the public call that I've been making. So I have bought Dot within this region, and I had more limit orders filled on Dot today. So Dot's a really interesting one. So I'm going to start with Dot, and then we're going to look through here. So we have had another vote for Polkadot. We've got some VeChain. We got some. I'm not going to do CRO. It's just been going crazy anyway, so who cares? CRV is a good shout. Litecoin's a good shout. Stego, stop saying CRO, otherwise I'll kick you out. I'm not doing CRO. Luna. What else we got? Wax, that's an interesting one. ADA. Okay, we've got quite a few requests for Cardano. So I'm going to do ADA. I'm going to do DOT, because DOT's really interesting and I'm happy to share my ideas on this. Basically, like tonight being really important. So ADA, DOT. What else? And then I'll think about the last one. Okay, I'll think about the last one. So let's first of all have a look at DOT. Okay, so I have bought DOT. Non-financial advice. I've been pretty cautious on the market throughout this whole correction, but DOT I am quite bullish on. So first of all, we have come into major support, like really, really major support on this. Okay, so what we have on here is we've got this order block, okay, that has been holding price in terms of like closes for quite a while. So that's been quite nice. We do have that. Whoa. We do have that order block on the weekly. Now that has been tested a few times and we have taken out the lows from where it got tested. So that's the first thing. That's a nice area of support. Secondly to that, we are coming back down into what was previously high time frame resistance, and before that, high time frame support. So we are within this area where we have support, support, resistance, resistance, support, support, back into that possibly as support. On top of that, okay, pull your fibs. Where are we? Golden pocket. that's on, yeah, on linear on this one. So we do have golden pocket here on the linear timeframes. So again, nice confluence for this. And from a volume perspective, we do have a high volume node here. Now that's obvious because you've got order blocks and you've got all of this price action that has been around this area. So moving down onto your daily level, what we also have, and which is why I was only looking for stuff here and not up here, is basically between, because we've been seeing these wicks into it, I just want to get the best entry. The other thing we've got is we've got divergence again forming at the lows. Like with everything right now, there is big bullish divergence. If you like the MACD, it's really low on a lot of stuff right now. It's not something I trade that often, but when I see it on the daily and when I see it on the 4 hour, it can give an opportunity for a swing trade. The issue that we've had before is that we were looking up here as though, okay, we had some divergence. We were looking as though this could come back up. It didn't, it failed, and that's what you run the risk of. It can just, the arse can just fall out of it and you're fucked at that point. So you've got to be really careful not to get overexposed, but it is there, it is looking promising. And the thing that I really like about this is the fib time. Okay, so I'm going to redraw this onto the chart. So you take your previous all-time high to the low that we had over the summer, back to the next all-time high. What happens tomorrow is we are into our 618, okay, the golden zone. So if we are going to see a retrace on that, so often you see these things happen when you come up to these key fib time levels that you kind of expect this volatility. So the fact that we're already down 56% says that if we're coming into a major point of time in the market, the probability is that we could see a bounce on this. Okay, so there is that there. Okay, so we've got the oscillators. The nice thing about this is that everything's lining up, whereas before it's the MACD, which is kind of shit. Now we've got the RSI going with it, we've got the CVD with it, we've got the OBV with it, so all of the, yeah, if you like oscillators, they're all kind of working together at this point, which they weren't really in that old, like, maybe-ish accumulation thing we were going through previously that didn't quite work out. So we are there, and I have been buying dots, so I'm looking for a move up on dots. On dot BTC as well, we are in exactly the same area. So we go onto the weekly chart. What do we have on the weekly? We have a weekly OB. That has only tested twice, the very top of it, and now we're starting to move in deeper into this. Okay, so we do have weekly OB and of course golden pocket. So exactly the same thing that you're seeing on the USDT pair, we're seeing that on the BTC pair. Really nice confluence with that. Okay, and it being basically very, very low on the BTC pair. Again, what do we have coming up is fib time. So your high to your low to your high. Here is your 618. Will that see a reversal? Who knows? But I do quite like the look of it. So that's one of the ones that I'm looking at very, very closely, and I have been buying at this area. For me, a sign of strength at this point would be, let's take a look on this. So if you're waiting for a sign of strength on something, it would be obviously a reclaim of the weekly open, because we are moving down quite heavily so far this week. If price can regain the weekly open, that would be a change of market structure. So you see here, high, low, lower high, lower 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 low, lower high, higher low, possibly for the first time, maybe. And at this point, so you've had higher low, no, you've had, yeah, higher low first time for the first time, maybe. If it can change this market structure with all of these lows, we haven't had a higher high at any point. So if it can change that market structure, then you would look at that basically starting to reverse the trend. Okay, so there is the potential there. That's DOT. That was quite in depth. I don't know how informative it was, but there we go, that's DOT. ADA, I did say I'd do ADA next. I need to remember where ADA USDT, where's my ADA chart? This one, okay. Cardano, right. Cardano, not quite so easy. So we're going to have to think a bit more about this because it's come into nice support previously and it's not worked. Log. We know where the support is. We know major support is $1. Okay, so if we're zooming out, again, you can see there's your floor. If that doesn't hold, you're going down back down to like 30-40 cents. So we know $1 is very, very important, and you do not want to be doing like any daily closes, anything like that. Just do not go back down towards $1, because then it's really, really, really bad. If we're looking on, again, on the weekly timeframes, it doesn't look great. What I do like is we're starting to see some wicks, and we're starting to see some slowing down of basically this just massive capitulation and just big shakeout. The interesting thing with this as well is there's another weekly level there. And that one hasn't been tested. So this is basically the last, again, call it an OB, call it a just one of those, another one of those high time frame levels. We do have this within this region and is there, right? I'm going to remove that stuff from the chart because that was from like last year when we were looking at good take profits at 30 cents. Crazy. What else do we have? Cardano. So we are finding support again at that level. If it holds, I don't know. Maybe look at the oscillators again. You've got the same kind of thing that you're getting on everything else. From the weekly time frame, big hidden bullish divergence is there. If you like trading it, it's there. But how can that help you get into a trade? You're going to have to be looking at market structure once again on this. So for how long have we been in a downtrend? Highs, lows, lower high, lower low, continue, lower low, lower high, 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 possibly higher low again for the first time if price can reclaim the 2018 all-time high, which was at $1.44. That's probably the good sign of strength that you'd want to see from this in order for it to hold and possibly come up towards, back up towards $2. Yeah, that's mainly, I guess, what I'm looking at on Cardano. So let's assume this is the low, which is hard because we don't know if it's the low. Yeah. It's not really giving us that much either. In all honesty, it's not telling us much, this chart. The volume doing anything? No. So yeah, Cardano's like, it's okay. We're below our 2018 all-time high, and that is going to, of course, be big resistance. So you go all the way back to 2018, which isn't even on this chart because this was on Bittrex. So we'd have to have a look on Bittrex, which is where it started trading. This here, $1.44, basically being the that previous all-time high. So I mean, let's have a look. Yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult one, this one, to actually say with any kind of conviction where it's going to go. It might get a bounce, but I think we'd have to wait for a sign of strength, wait for a bit of volume to come in. It's losing like everything. So we came into the 1.618. It was very obvious, take a short position. From that, the support on the BTC pair, this is now. So we were looking at this order block back towards previous highs as acting as support. We had the 786 speed fan coming in there. We had a potential SFP of those lows, didn't work out. So at this stage on the Bitcoin pair, again, wait for some absorption, see where price ends up at this point. Yeah, maybe a bit further down to go on Cardano. So yeah, just not interested in it generally right now. Okay. I did say I'd do one other, didn't I? What's Bitcoin doing right now? So it looks like we are going to see another move up into this region up here. Let's watch that. Let's have a look at the order flow a little bit. I'm not sure how likely this is to get continuation. It's not the healthiest rise in the world, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right, let's get this up to 50 likes and I will do another altcoin. So if we can get 50 likes on the stream, I will do another altcoin. VLoan, Senate votes to raise debt limit by 2.5 trillion. Now goes to House. Thoughts? News? Don't care. Basically, we have news events every day. The Fed meets like 3 times a week at the moment. Don't care. If we're going to go into a bear market or anything like that, the chart will tell us before the news can, in my opinion. So yeah, don't care for the news, whether it's bullish or bearish. What else do we have on here? I did see someone else was talking about something. Oh, why is the price on BTC price at Yahoo Finance 32k? I have no idea. But it's probably something to do with the quotes being all messed up from CoinMarketCap, which is still the case, right? Yeah, still happening. Oh no, the market cap is 0 now. So there we go. So it does look like they're working on it. So the total crypto market cap is now apparently, or was apparently 0, and it looks like, no, they're still at like $2 quadrillion. They'll sort it out. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to pick a random alt. Actually, this is something I did want to talk about. So I have bought today this thing. I don't really know what it is, but it's down 9%, and I bought it at the lows because it was down so much. So I bought some of this. If anyone can tell me anything about Bico USDT, that would be nice, because I bought some today at $4, or just below. So it would be nice to know what it is, if it's any good. I looked at another reason for this. I did have a look because I think they launched on Coinbase, and it's another one of those that's just really, 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 really low. So this reminds me of like 1inch or CRV when they first launched. Seems a good buying opportunity here. The thing I don't like is that spot is still trading quite a long way below perps, but I did buy some of this. We'll see how it goes. Whatever it is, yeah? So Bico. it's on my watch list. I bought some. How's the Pepsi mics doing? Please don't have gone up. Floor price still 1 ETH. Cool. Someone find me a nice Pepsi mic to buy. I feel like I need one. What I'm going to do with the crew after this as well. So if anyone wants to join in, we've got 87 viewers. I think what I'm going to do after this stream, I'll probably wrap this stream up in about 10 minutes. I only want to keep it short today. I'm going to basically go through, and I've done a new watch list for everything that's now on Bybit. So anyone who's not aware, Bybit is my chosen exchange. That's the exchange that I do trade on. If anyone would like to trade on Bybit, it's a really nice exchange. The exchange is really clean. We do have a 10% off of your fees, plus like up to like $4,000 bonuses or something with them. So the link is in the description below. I have got this new watch list today. I'm going to be going through that. So what I think I'm going to do after this stream is, for anyone in the crew membership, I am going to just go onto like a no audio, go onto voice chat or something maybe, and just turn my mic off, or I might have my mic on, and just chart some of this stuff, because there's a bunch of stuff I've never charted before in my life, and I really do want to have a look at it, because if these high time frame divergences are going to play out, and if we are reaching a low here on the chart, I think it's really important that you've got to be aware of where the altcoins are lying right now, because there are going to be some big opportunities here. And even if there's not big opportunities, you can still chart these, because we're not going to go down for that much longer. So at some point, this is going to get a bounce, and it's going to get quite a significant bounce. We don't know if we're going to get another pullback, but we are going to get a bounce in the market fairly soon. Like this can't go on forever. So I think it's a really, really important time now to be charting some of the stuff, especially some of the newer stuff that I haven't looked at, that probably a lot of you guys haven't looked at. So instead of looking at the shit like Monaco that's up, crypto.com as they are now, that's up like 300% in the last month, start looking at this new stuff. So yeah, Spell, Woo is one that looks good. A bunch of stuff that I haven't heard of before. Clay, I'm not really sure what that is. Things like Alluvium, which I've been bullish about for a really long time, and we're actually coming back into really nice support here. So there's massive opportunities on the market, whether we bounce here or not. We're going to get some really good opportunities on the market. So I am going to just do a bunch of charting tonight, figure out where we are, and start to do a bit of that. So if anyone does want to join in with that, that will be for the crew membership. You can, of course, let's just do a little shill bit. not shilling, but you can go to tauruscrypto.com, and you can basically see on the website here, we do have the free Discord section when it loads, so you can join our free Discord community. And then we do have the crew, so you can click on the crew section here if you want to get all of like the additional stuff and all of the trading rooms and all of the charting and everything like that. Then you can join up to the crew membership. And yeah, we've been smashing it recently, like literally 100% record on all the trades. So I'm sure if anyone from the crew would like to point out in the chat how well things have been going over the past couple of weeks when the whole market's been fearful. We've made like 20 trades. They've all been winners. So, and we've literally been trading it together in trading rooms, talking through every scenario, and Bitcoin's just behaving itself really nicely right now. So if you want to be part of that, then yeah, do come and join us. It would be our pleasure to welcome you. I'm sure most people here are already in the crew already, so yeah. But there's my little sales pitch for this evening. Cool. VWAP has posted the Discord link into the chat as well. Is there anything else we want to be looking at today? Stuart Sharp, you need the historic data for them. Wouldn't just base my charting off the Bybit pairs. Absolutely, you are correct. So all I've done here is I've looked at a watch list. This is the list of every single pair on Bybit, all 98 of them. I would never even dream of charting this without the full data. So every time I go onto one of these, the fact is, like, a lot of these I haven't heard of before. And that's like literally what I just did with Bico, whatever that is, right? Find where the exchange that has the highest amount of history and chart that one. So on this Bico thing, I think it's Coinbase. I don't think OKX or anything like that. Okay, OKX has something here. So maybe we could be going all the way down to 0 because that's where OKX launched, basically. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm going to be charting a bunch of this stuff, and of course, like AXS, for example, everything since it's launched on Bybit has basically been wrecked because that's what Bybit likes to do. It's just short everything. But you go onto there, you just click on this, and then you go, there you go, Binance, and we find where it is. Oh, look at that, we're at a 4-hour OB. Nice. We're at these previous highs. Nice. Be nice for it to come down a bit lower though, wouldn't it? So yeah, of course I am going to be looking at the exchanges that have more data. Right. Yoga with Marco. What kind of trades do you post in the crew membership? So recently we've just been really focusing on Bitcoin, but I have a feeling some of the alts are getting those opportunities again. They've bled enough. So we look for where the biggest opportunities in the market are, and recently we have been trading Bitcoin. So I have a video on the type of trades that we've been taking. I uploaded this like last Thursday, I think. I uploaded a video basically just going over, okay, we've had a big dump in the market. The likelihood is we're going to get a pullback in a range for a while, so just go back to basics, trade the range, and that's literally what we've been doing. So we've been, I mean, I've still got them all on my chart. Monday, okay, long from here, SFP of the lows, long. We were looking for it to take the highs. You go into Tuesday, what happened is we hit the top of the single prints, we were able to get a pullback and trade this the whole way back down. Then we go into Wednesday, of course, came into the golden pocket, swing failure pattern of the lows and our anchored VWAP from the low, got a nice bounce on there, and all of that kind of stuff. So we are keeping a track of all of these trades at the moment, and last week was 100% record. We've started this week again, trading them all really nicely, and we do have a section on, I could just show this real quick. I know I've gone off on a bit of a tangent here, but it's important to do. So we do have these additional sections within the community as well. So I can just move this over. These are all the additional sections for the crew membership. So we have Coach's Corner, where myself, Luxury, French Bull, we post all of our ideas every day. We've got the trading room. So this is, again, just constantly trading everything throughout the day. You can see here how we were looking at the sell walls on FTX earlier. You can see that we were trading this. So taking the short, having the swing failure pattern from the highs, looking back down towards these lows. We came pretty much back down towards those. We've got stuff for scalp setups. We've got swing setups going on here, so people posting their ideas on potential swing trades that they're looking at. We have general chat. Everyone's very happy that Bitcoin's up. We do some talk about NFTs and all of that kind of stuff. So there's a whole bunch of other rooms within the Discord as well. So yeah, Matt, when you're in the trading room, are you on a live stream? Yes. So I host all the trading rooms. We do a trading room so we do the London Open on, well, we do a Monday evening catch up. So basically wherever you are in the world, we do it at Monday evening, 8 p.m. UTC, which is just a general catch up on the charts, an opportunity for everyone just to have a conversation. Where are we at? What are we looking to trade? What have we traded so far this week? What was the weekend's range like? What's our Monday range like? Then on Tuesday, today, we do the London Open. So we trade the London Open live, which is where we took the long today from our VWAP and back at our daily, looking up towards these highs. So this is what we were looking for from the trade. Having taken a long at 9:30 this morning, around here, looking at a take profit here, and then ultimately looking for this region up at the highs. So again, we've hit take profit 1, we've come back, had an opportunity to compound at daily open, and now going up to the highs. Tomorrow we're doing the New York Open, so we will be trading the New York Open live. Again, I'll be hosting that one, finding trade setups there in order to trade. And then on Thursday we trade the Asia Open, so we do the nighttime session and we trade those open. And there's like really nice trading strategies that we do take like really often. So we have a bunch of trading strategies. There's a ton of educational content there as well. We've got a load of like really exciting stuff today. So I don't know, do we do a little spoiler of what we've got in the works? And yes, P, so P has just said also everybody can participate during the calls. So we have these like open sessions, which is generally like unmute yourself, ask a question, or just ask a question in the chat. And then during some of the trading rooms as well, we go a bit more structured and we do like a raise hand to talk like you're back at school kind of thing. But you can still contribute. Let us know your ideas and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's really good fun. It's amazing that we have the opportunity to do this, and we do work really hard. The idea is here that we want everyone to be trading, not just talking shit like Moon Boy crap. So what we don't do is we don't do like we don't do signals as such. So it's like I would never ever say long this right here now and sell it here, because by doing that, like, let's look at the market. Sorry, everyone that's already aware of what we're doing. Let's say price is coming down. I'd never say, oh, look, we're at support. You long this price here, hit sell here, stop loss here, because the market's so much more complex than that. Never are you going to get that, okay? You're going to end up getting something like this. You're going to go, oh, maybe it stops you out. Oh, you do this. Oh, and eventually it hits target. So I don't do signals in that sense as buy here, sell here, stop loss here. What I do, and this is why we do the trading rooms, is we say, here is the potential. This is what we are looking for. This is the idea, and then the invalidation has to be based off of that idea. So if the Bitcoin price is going to do something that you wouldn't expect it to do based off of that specific idea, then you know that you're invalidated on that trade, and we can move on to the next one. But the market's always evolving, it's always changing, okay? We were looking for price to come up into this level. Look at everything it's done between here and there. You've got to be constantly on the ball. So that's what we really aim for, and we aim for a lot of like educational content to just help people to understand where the setups are, and to understand like good risk management, how to trade it properly. So I did this on a stream the other day. I made like these fib levels, and I basically named them wrecked, because what you're going to end up doing, and what you see so many people doing, is like charts that look like this, and they're not telling you where to trade. They're just throwing out levels, and we don't do any of that kind of stuff either. We trade it. I'm a professional trader. That's what I do, and that's what we're looking to do all the time. So yeah, enough of the wrecked fibs. Anyway, cool. Runner, signals extra and must be paid out in CRO. Yeah. If you want to signal buy here, sell here, just yeah, maybe not the community for you, but what we aim to do is like actually get people trading properly. Man, I'm surprised I haven't lost like half the viewers because I'm just talking now. But yeah, that's that. I hope it's helpful for everyone that's in the community anyway, and yeah. All right. On that note, I'm going to do one more altcoin because I have been just waffling on for like the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm going to do one more altcoin and throw a load of altcoins at me. Whilst you are throwing a load of altcoins at me, I will just put back on the website is tauruscrypto.com. You can check it out here. You can see all of the past videos. You can see the partnerships that we've got. So you can get our 10% off fees and bonuses and stuff on Bybit, KuCoin, EXO, etc. And then if you click on the crew, then you can see the plans we have available for the crew membership. Okay, so that's the website, and there we go. And I'm going to chart one more altcoin. The shadow, who's the only one talking to you? Good waffles, yes, hopefully. I want a random coin I haven't really heard of, and I would also like one. Oh man, Jacob's coming out there with some gems. QNT, Alliance Block, Constellation, Orichain, Hathor, Unizen, nice. Okay, I've seen a bunch of stuff on VeChain. Jacob, I'm not going to chart those ones now. Again, these are all, so you've basically named a bunch of altcoins within the lower caps that I really, really like. So those are ones that I will probably do some charting on in like half an hour when I end this, and we just do some general charting in the chat. I'm gonna look at VeChain and Omi because I've not heard of Omi before. So those are the two that I'm gonna look at very, very quickly, and then I am gonna call it a night. So again, VeChain's kind of tricky here, right? Because you're losing on a close basis, you're basically below any support. And you're potentially looking all the way down here. Daily. I'm going to do the oscillator thing because it's there on everything. So again, the divergence on the daily with the MACD and the RSI and call it anything else, it's all there. You've taken out these lows. We're starting to possibly get some absorption within this area. And we are, interestingly enough, like the speed fan from our high to our low previously, we're kind of contained within this area. So it's something again on this. Trading it and finding a level. Again, this is another one that you're just going to have to wait for a sign of strength, I think. And for me, that would be a change of market structure and reclaim the monthly level, get back above this kind of area here. So we're looking at a pretty decent zone of resistance. So although I do like VeChain, I think get back above that level, this area, get yourself back above 9 cents, and then maybe it starts to look tradable. At the moment, it's difficult because your invalidation is going to be all the way down here at like 55 cents, and we're at like 80 cents. I know, at 5.5 cents, and we're at 8 cents. So it's difficult like to take a trade from this on the higher time frames. On the low time frames, again, you're getting the divergence again, like you are on literally everything right now. But what does that mean? Not an awful lot. Our recent lows are here, so you'd want to see closes above, just even to have any chance of doing that. We've got to start to put in a local uptrend. You've got to start to build a bit of volume here, maybe look at this to kind of create a channel to come up into this area. Volume on it. Not great. So volume on it isn't particularly impressive. I mean, you're starting to get a bit of volume there, but not much. Market structure is yeah, VeChain's basically the same as everything else at the moment. Waiting for a sign of strength. Let's see what the market can give us. But at the moment, probably looking down, this would be a nice area of support. You're basically in no man's land. You've got resistance up here at the monthly. You've got support down here on the weekly. For me, that would also be taking out those lows, which would be nice. So if you can grind down in towards those lows, that would be quite a good opportunity to take a long position. On the BTC pair, oh, there's a line. That's interesting. Where's that from? Where is that from? Okay, so we're at a line. Okay, so BTC pair is kind of interesting here. So you had your old downtrend, high, and we're getting these bounces off of it. So we're literally like right at it. But again, like, maybe a bit lower still. So maybe like 148 sats we're looking at as the major support here. So for me, we're there on it. There's potential that this gets a bounce, but maybe we end up doing something more like this and we continue lower before putting in like an accumulation, and then we can look for a reversal. So yeah, VeChain, it's an okay asset. I do quite like VeChain, but again, not really interested in it at this point in time. Whoops, reset chart. We are at a weekly AB. So I do need to just put that on here, and that does give an opportunity to look at it around 158 sats. So if we can come down to 158 sats, that would be really nice. We do have a weekly OB starting there. No, ending there. So we are within a weekly OB actually. Like literally right inside it. Maybe. Not great, but it's not awful. So it's one of those like in-betweeny kind of things. It's actually bouncing really nicely from this weekly level. Yeah, looks okay. Looks half decent. But I'd still wait for a sign of strength because that is a downtrend. Okay? How long has that been in a downtrend? And you got to wait to change that. Can't take long until you change it. So yeah, wait for some volume, wait for a sign of strength. See if it can take out a few highs. Get a bit of volume into it, and then it starts to become tradable. There was one other I was going to look at, OMI. Okay, I'm going to look at this because I've never heard of it before in my life. Is this it? Ascendex. Never heard of this. Maybe this is the one. Now this is a nice looking chart. why does it not do reset? There we go. I'm going to have to look into this because this is quite nice. Yeah, basically just high time frame levels working really nicely. So we had a move up, change market structure, come back in, test this level, move up, have a bit of flag. We have this kind of double top thing at the highs, coming back in, testing what was previous resistance. So before you start this uptrend, once, twice resistance, that's your weekly level, that is support. So we do have this really wide region of support within this area between the two weekly levels, that OB. What you do have here is a nice area of volume, so a nice consolidation before the markup in price. That would be a one. Let's look at just Elliott wave kind of stuff. Impulse 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's too short. Never mind. Ignore that. A fifth that probably failed to take out the high. So actually, no, we've not really got anything anyway. Forget what I was saying about Elliott wave. That doesn't follow the rules because that third wave, potential third wave, is too short. And this didn't take out the highs. But either way, you've come down, you've taken out a few lows on this chart. You're at an area of support. That looks quite nice. So Omni's a good looking chart. I've never heard of the coin before. But this is one of those typical things that you see that quite often you do have these like a cup and handle type thing that ends up way below here, and you could then see it move up and consolidate and have another markup in price, and you're looking at a bigger continuation on this. But yeah, that's that. Thank you everyone for joining. I am going to wrap things up right there. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Middle of the channel. Still looking for this area, so I am placing alerts up here because that is where I am interested in. My next take profit area, possibly selling, possibly short. And yeah, I'll catch everyone in the next video. So yeah, I will see. Oh man, no, I've got a super chat. All right, cool, fine, okay. Block. What's up with it? Been slacking for hours. What is block? I gotta look at this because someone sent a super chat. That's cool. So someone's got a massive buy wall here. Why is this like... It's just me being an idiot. Daily level. Okay, last chart. Wait. Quickly. Thank you as well for the tip. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The thing I don't like about this is it hasn't taken out this low. So you basically just, again, this had a nice bounce, bullish order block, right? So it had a bounce off the OB. What happens then? You come back down into this area. Not really doing much from a divergence kind of point of view. But it's there again. Get back above this level and you may be looking okay on this. this is being held up really nicely. So if maybe price gets a move up to here and then it starts to hold in this region, again, that's what you kind of want to look at. Volume kind of dead. So someone's holding this up. We can see that on here. There's a massive buy wall, but whether that holds or not, I don't know. At some point they might just force price through that area, and then you're looking for it to take the highs, change market structure. Again, the same as everything else, you're looking for that change of market structure. Then I'd say that becomes very important support once again. So within this kind of region around here, which is cents, this is USDT, 6.8, 6.9 cent kind of region, and the daily level around 7 cents. That becomes important support. See if it can flip it, change market structure, hold, and then you're basically looking at this is a big old inverse head and shoulders kind of thing, and you can go to higher prices. However, again, at the moment, downtrend. Okay, so since back here, high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, it could just continue this. So the trend is down, and again, wait for a change of market structure before it starts to look tradable. Right, that is that. All right, thank you very much everyone for watching. I have done much longer than I thought I was going to do on this video, so yeah, I'll see everyone, well, I'll see crew in like a few minutes. If you do want to join up and just have a general chat this evening, then please do come and join us. If not, then I'll be back on YouTube again over the next few days or whatever. So yeah, I'll see